Alright, let's go, people. We have a second game. It's AR12's home map. After losing the previous game, the first game on Arabia, and we have migration for this one. So as per the draft, exclamation mark draft for the draft, they've drafted their Sibs, and AR12 is with Persians for this one, whereas Erikur goes with Portuguese. Now, I think Portuguese would have been a good save for islands as well. But of course it's good on any water map with all their applicable bonuses to water maps. Pretty incredible map gen for Erikur with the berries here, it's just right next to TC. Ostrich is right next to them as well. You need a second building, that's probably going to be the lumber camp, but you could almost almost justify long distance berries and hunting here, but you'll maybe consider a mill later if it just doesn't just want to push in the ostriches, because the islands is so small anyway. It's the best use you could make of your scout, just push in the deer and get going. So, but for the Portuguese here, many bonuses applying to water. You have the unique ship, where is it? Caravel is a warship that fires in both ends without having to turn around. Units cost less gold, technologies are researched faster, and the ships have more HP. That might be the more significant. But let's look at the AR12 as well, the Persians. Their docks have double the HP, they're much tougher to take out, and they work more quickly, so you'd mass ships more quickly. And yeah, overall strong eco bonus in the fact that TCs and docks start working faster in the feudal age onwards. Quick fast forward to catch up with live, we shouldn't be far behind. There we go. So AR12, yeah, with the Persians here. With the Persians you could actually justify just docking straight away, and I think AR12 will have the dock up before his opponent, because he's going for it as soon as he has 150 within the bank. So we should expect feudal age water fighting here, mass galleys most likely. I'm sure AR12 has a plan with his Persians here, wants to produce quicker, hopefully outproduce the enemy, and make sure that they can never leave their little home island. That would be the key point here, to try and deny new docks for the enemy with the range of your galleys, and challenge and contest that early water control. And if you do that, if you could deny the enemy of docks and delete their docks, so to speak, they'll never be able to get to the resources in the middle, and that is practically GG. Erikur down one villager again here, and did not go for loom. And there aren't really any boars here to to kill the villagers, so must have simply been a little bit of idle time here in the making of things. Erikur goes, looks like he wanted to go scouting already, but I think that was just a little movement to find the fish. There we go. So this could go either way. AR12 is a really solid water player, he knows his water maps, but Erikur is no joke either. I favor Erikur more on the open land map still, but he's certainly a routined water map player as well, knowing what to go for and when to go for it. There are some core technologies that you want to get sort of as early as possible. Ballistics applies to galleys, war galleys and all that, but that's not usually the first thing you get. What you want to get first, especially if you're going fire ships, is going for careening, which gives your ships more pierce armor. So that's one to cast age technology to think about. Little bit surprised to see Erikur going for the berries here. That's not necessarily common practice. Note that AR12 is mainly going wood here and he's fishing, and their food economies are admittedly different here, but I think Erikur was a little bit late to the fish, so he has to compensate in order to get that, and this is going to be a huge lead to the feudal age for AR12 here. This is going to be massive, honestly. Yes, Erikur didn't click up yet. He is Almost makes me think he wants to go for some kind of fast castle player, but he has the front docked, so it does make sense. You'd rather want to dock in the back then, but there's not so much deep fish to take here, obviously. But clicking Feudal Age almost 60% later, that's just huge on migration. Let's see if AR12 has scouted the enemy. It hasn't moved out just yet. Going for the second dock though, that's going to be up way before Erikur here. Could be that Erikur is thinking about claiming the middle early here, so that he won't be stuck on his main island here. But it is indeed Feudal Age for AR12 here. Both docks producing from the galleys. Remember, they work faster as well. So with a 60% lead into the Feudal Age, we're going to look at least 3 or 4 galleys before Erikur can even make some. He's dropping a second dock just now, which is, I guess, common on migration to drop it on the way to the Feudal Age like that. But he's going to fall so much behind in numbers. He will have no chance whatsoever to protect his fish here from galleys forward. And AR12 is on the move. Feudal Age in for Erikur as well. He's with 13 on wood and for the time being 0 on gold. Didn't go to gold either until now. So he's going to lag significantly behind in army numbers here. He did have a little bit of gold to go for the fire galleys here, and now commits 6 to gold, whereas AR12 is with 4 for the time being. Galleys taking the long way around, but they'll find Erikur's island eventually. And also gaining some valuable scouting until could snag some sheep if they're close to the shoreline, and then get some scouting intel on the middle island as well. Notha is sending galleys in both ends here, so it could be sneaking for a little surround here. 6-2-3 military is nothing to joke about though. It's a significant lead for AR12 here now, just scouting for the time being. He's looking for that back dock because he saw a very late feudal time, so he's kind of expecting Erikur to go for the fast castle play here, but Erikur isn't really, well, he's taking the berries, so he's trying to boost the food income that way, but if AR12 takes out Erikur's fish now, Erikur is still going to be miles away from Castle Age. Alright, so one galley gets down there. AR12 will need fletching now to deal more efficient damage to the fire galleys here. They are Portuguese galleys with extra HP as well, but takes some hits on the fish here and decides to back off for now and gather up some more numbers. I feel like AR12 is making a mistake here by letting Erikur get into the numbers like this, but it could be kind of a debate as well, seeing that it's no back dock, so it's actually not a straight fast castle for Erikur, but it's getting dangerously close, and AR12 will most likely be behind in that regard, and that could be a huge issue for AR12 actually, to let Erikur get away with a fast castle like this. It's now 2, about to be 3 docks for Erikur. AR12 has had 3 for a while. Extending into fish on this side though, and now send some demolition draft forward as well to try and get some hits in on the Portuguese fire galleys here. Market going up could be an indication as well for AR12 if he gets close to see that. Fletching is obviously in. No fletching for Erikur for his galleys. So should it come to a galley on galley fight here, it should be AR12's fight to win easily. If AR12 spots the market here, that should also be an indication to AR12 that Erikur is in fact up to the Castle Age, which makes it even more important to contest water and take out as many ships as possible. Right now it's 16 to 7 military for AR12, so even being behind in fuel age, he will have more numbers on water and will be in what I would consider a good spot. Food count getting there as well, and then there's the gold, but you just cancel production if you have to get the gold needed for Castle Age. Yep, right around the corner. I think AR12 now suspects that Erikur is in fact on the way up. Farigal is getting some hits in here, but hit and run micro is on point for AR12 as well. 16 to 8 military. AR12 also on the way to the cast stage, and Persians, they work 10% faster with the TC, so the percentage will be going a little bit quicker here. No fletching, as said, no blacksmith. There is a blacksmith actually, but no fletching for Erikur. He had mainly Farigalis, so he didn't prioritize fletching, it seems. AR12 in a great spot now, 16 to 5. And now targeting the docks. Could that be a demo ship from a demo raft? Not really. Fire galleys for Erikur here. No demos, but triple dock production of what will become fire ships soon enough here. Meanwhile, AR12 is going to try and harass the woodland a little bit. That's a good one. Castle Age is in. Now I think AR12 will need to... I feel like he needs to back off and wait for Castle Age to kick in for himself, because now War Galley is on the way. But then again, there's the issue of army numbers, 18 to 7. So this run in here is not ideal, especially not with fire ships on the way. But overall numbers looking very much healthy, and Castle Age right around the corner for AR12 here. Fire ships are in, but Castle Age is in for AR12 as well. Going for the demos here, going to maybe get some hits in here now, let's see. Where are those demos? Yeah, there are, no, those are galleys. 4th dock going up for AR12 though, so he's going to extend his numbers even further. Now with 14 galleys, soon to be war galleys, and Erikur is committing exclusively to fire ships right now. Which is good if he can get close, but it's not good if AR12 can hit and run and snipe them. 22 to 10. It's a massive military and population lead for AR12. Even more villagers as well. I'm guessing that's a little bit of fish in the mix there as well. Let's look at the situation. 5 fish. Versus... no, they both have 5 fish, so AR12 actually has a 6 villager lead on top of all this. Great job by AR12 on what is his home map after all. He's keeping double the military numbers here now, and he did extend into a 4th dock, and his docks work faster as well. So 4 Persian docks against soon to be only 2 Portuguese ones. Erikur is going to have to push a castle up and drop some more docks to get back into this, and then even after that he will be limited to the resources on his home island here, so it's not looking great for Erikur now. Some nice demo shots here, getting evening out the numbers, 25 to 13 now. No careening for either player yet. They're going for the numbers over upgrades here for now. Hey, Magnolia. Nice to see you stopping by. Drop by right for that demo shot. That was good. So let's see here. It's 17, 18, 19... AR12, 20 military lead now. You just don't mess around with this guy on water. He's even keeping some fire ships in the front now to tank some enemy shots here. Fish will probably go down for Erikur, not that that matters too much here in the overall picture. 16 on wood, 9 on gold. Erikur's only hope now is to try and get the castle up on the shoreline or somewhere to protect a new dock investment, but also the resources are limited on land, and losing numbers like this, he's forced to call the GG. And it's going to be a 1-1 here, AR12 with very well played migration game here, his home map after all. Beating Portuguese ass on migration, that's not bad. 21 to 12 KD AR12 with the armor numbers all along, and this is just so significant for these water maps. Being earlier here, like AR12 is so much earlier, that's just a huge advantage, especially with your faster working docks with Persians. Stronger eco overall as well, and then there's that. Yeah, we'll just look at the army tab here. Overall lead for AR12. We'll be going to Erikur's home map next.